Hey, what's up, Facebook? Tone Fernandez here coming to you live with some more social media lead generation tips. And today, guys, we're going to be talking to those who have a home-based business, network marketers, those who, they may be growing their business from home online and they want to use social media. You want to use Facebook. You probably ran through your warm market list and you feel like, man, I really want to grow my business online. So today, guys, I'm going to do a quick video and I'm going to be going through a specific thing. Today, I'm going to talk about, if you're not feeling very credible, how to instantly build credibility on social media. The other day I asked a question online. I said, what's your biggest challenge of growing your business online? And several people responded, I just don't feel credible enough to put certain content. I don't feel credible enough to build my business. I don't feel credible enough to approach people. And one of the quickest things that you can do online to build credibility, I'm going to go over 5 of those today. 5 simple things that you can do today and ongoing to continuously build credibility online. And what happens when you build credibility? Well, the number one thing that happens is you become an authority, right? People love people who are authority online so that they look at you like, man, I want to learn more from that person. The second thing is you start to brand yourself. You become a brand. You become a brand of problem solvers. And when you do those 2 things, what happens is, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Well, if you're building authority, you build your brand. What happens is people instantly get to know you, like you, and trust you. So here's some things that you can do in order for you to start to build credibility online and to start getting people attracted to you. The first thing is fix your profile. I was talking to a gentleman earlier today, and I said, your profile is your first impression. It's like walking into a networking event. And when you walk into a networking event, the person who's dressed the sharpest typically, people look at them as credible automatically. It may or may not even be true, but that's how we judge people, initially, is off appearance. So why not take advantage of that? So the first thing you want to do, by the way, if you want to learn how to change your profile to look more credible, I got a free giveaway. It's my ebook cheat sheet. Those 5 things that you can change on your profile instantly today that'll make you look like an authority, that'll give you credibility right away. So if you want that, let me know. I can send it to you. So the number one thing is fix your profile. Number 2 is you got to provide content that adds value and paints you as an authority. So I always tell people this simple tactic. I said, put yourself in the shoes of your potential buyer, your potential recruit, or your audience. And I say, ask them, what you posted today, is that something that you see as an authority? Put yourself in the audience's shoes, and they say, yeah, not really, right? Your content sometimes comes off as you're just looking for a quick sale, and that can look a little sleazy. It can look a little annoying to your audience. So what do you do instead? Provide content that adds value and educates your audience while still maintaining lifestyle posts and family posts. What ends up happening is your content starts to paint you as an authority. Therefore, people are more responsive to you. They see you as credible. And I'll give you an example. Before I started using attraction marketing, before I found a platform to learn attraction marketing, I was that annoying guy online who's always posting like, hey, we have a BOGO. Hey, we have a Black Friday sale. And never really gained any traction. But it wasn't until I started adding value, I started posting information, educating people, that people started coming up to me. I remember it started off with like my close friends and family at family parties. Like, man, I really love the content you posted the other day. I really love what you posted. And what ends up happening is you transition from being, spammy Tammy to a credible person online that people want to follow. They want to listen what you have to say. So that was number 2, is provide content that adds value. Number 3 is leverage and borrow the credibility of some other people. The great thing about social media now, especially after the pandemic, what's going on, Thomas, is you can borrow credibility. So if you have like a person in your network that is highly credible, if you have maybe access to a guru in your industry, or maybe somebody who's known as being an expert, have them come on your social media so you can borrow their credibility. Have them come on one of the phone calls and have them come on a live Zoom so that you can interview them. What ends up happening is you're technically borrowing their credibility. If you can get around some gurus that maybe that maybe are in your industry, take a picture with them, borrow that credibility. People see you rubbing shoulders with those people, then automatically you get painted in a picture with those similar people. So number 3 was leverage the credibility of known influencers, experts, and people who have credibility in your area. Number 4, this is the most important, guys. This is why I put it close to last, is be consistent. You see, one of the things that is going to get in your way on social media of growing your business is, life happens, things happen, and what ends up happening is we do this thing called start stop. And I'm guilty of it myself, where I would start and everything's good, all life is great, and then there was a challenge that came in my life, and I would stop and I wouldn't go online. Well, what ends up happening is you're losing credibility with your audience. So when people see you showing up regardless, when people see you showing up consistently, when people see you showing up, like clockwork, predictability, one of my mentors used to tell me that predictability breeds credibility, because people see you showing up regardless of what's going on, and they know, people know you have stuff going on in your life and you're still showing up adding value. It's the most important ingredient to this recipe called credibility. And last but not least, act as if. One of the things that I like to tell people is, listen, this is a mind game. When you go online and you do a Facebook Live, or you're posting content, or maybe you have a one-on-one appointment, and right before you jump on that live, right before you get into that appointment, you got to start thinking of wins that you had. You got to start thinking of things that you were good at, things that you're great at, and you got to embody that same feeling, and you got to bring it into your into your live, into your appointment, into your content. And you have to act as if, because one of the things is you have to start acting and behaving as the person that you want to become. And a lot of times I hear people say, well, I don't know, I don't have that credibility. Your audience, the people that follow you, your potential clients, they can sense that. So start practicing acting as if now. Start looking and studying the people in your industry and seeing what daily habits. I'm not saying fake it till you make it and go take pictures with all these cars. I'm saying, what daily habits do they have? How do they show up online? What are some of their mannerisms that they use, or what are some of the language that they use that you can probably embody now? And you start acting as if. And what happens is people automatically see you as credible, because you're acting as somebody that they want to follow. You have that authority, you're building a brand, and now what ends up happening is the attraction marketing gets put into full effect. You have people inboxing you, hey, I saw your content, I have a question. Hey, listen, I've been following you for a while and I want to learn more. And that's when this business becomes fun. That's when sitting in front of, your computer at home and getting messages and people wanting to do business with you, and you running transactions, and next thing you know, in your company you get your first big paycheck, and all of a sudden you get promoted to your next big promotion, and now all those naysayers and the people that doubted you, now you're looking at them like, see, I told you this thing was going to work. So for those of you out there, if you want to build credibility online, especially in network marketers, your home-based business owners, fix your profile. If you want the free gift, I'll send it to you. Just comment below. Number two, provide content that adds value. Stop speaking at people and start speaking with people. Start speaking to their problems. Start finding out how you can be a solution to the problems they're having with the information that you provide online. Number three, leverage credibility. Get around people who have high credibility, high influence, and have them be a part of your channel. Have pictures with you, hanging out with them, learning from them. Number four, be consistent. Do not do the start stop. Start stop will kill your momentum. And momentum takes a while to build. It's like that water well kind of analogy, where if you're pumping a water well and you stop right before the water comes out the spout, then you have to start all over again. Momentum is similar to where you build momentum and all of a sudden you stop. Guess what? It goes back to zero. You got to start all the way from scratch again. And then number five, act as if. Embody the characteristics, the habits, the mentality, the mindset of the person that you want to become, so that you can build credibility. So I hope that was helpful for those of you who are building your business on social media, who are using social media as a resource or tool, and maybe you're lost and maybe you don't know where to start. What I recommend is start with your profile. I have an ebook cheat sheet, 5 things that you can immediately change on your profile to start getting credibility today, not tomorrow, not next week, today, so that you can start generating leads, building your business online. So if you want that, comment below. Other than that, I appreciate those for jumping on. As always, your success is important to me. I'll see you guys out there out in the field. Peace.